आज हम मिलेंगे एक ऐसी महिला से जिन्होंने अपने व्यक्तिगत और पेशेवर जीवन के बीच अच्छे से संतुलन स्थापित करते हुए अपनी हर जिम्मेदारी को बखूबी पूरा किया है। जी हाँ दोस्तों, हम बात कर रहे हैं अभ्रेखा जैन सहलोत के बारे में, जो एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर और ब्लॉगर है। दोस्तों, एक सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोफेशनल होने के नाते इनका ज्यादातर वक्त लैपटॉप पर काम करते करते ही बीतता है। अपने फ्री टाइम में ये अक्सर ब्लॉगिंग करती है, पेरेंटहुड पर आर्टिकल्स लिखती है और एंकरिंग भी कर लेती है। दोस्तों, इनका मकसद बहुत साफ है। जी हाँ, इनका मकसद है दुनिया में खुशियां फैलाना, और अपने इसी मकसद के साथ ये लगातार आगे बढ़ रही है। आपको बता दें, इनके फादर आर्मी में थे। ऐसे में इन्हें कई अन्य जगहों पर घूमने का मौका भी मिला। बचपन से ही इन्हें नए नए लोगों से बातचीत करना पसंद था। ऐसे में ये लोगों से बातचीत कर उनके बारे में जानती, समझती और उनकी संस्कृति का पता लगाती। दोस्तों, हम ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि इनकी इसी खूबी ने, इसी क्वालिटी ने आगे जाकर ब्लॉगिंग के लिए इन्हें अपने पैशन को फॉलो करने में इनकी मदद की। बात करें अगर इनकी शिक्षा की, तो आपको बता दें, जोधपुर से स्कूलिंग करने के बाद इन्होंने अपनी इंजीनियरिंग की पढ़ाई मोदी यूनिवर्सिटी लक्ष्मणगढ़ से की। फिर इन्हें एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में कैंपस प्लेसमेंट मिल गया। दोस्तों, काम के साथ साथ अपने 2 बच्चों की परवरिश करना और अपने पैशन को भी फॉलो करना, ये सब इनके लिए बड़ा चैलेंजिंग था, लेकिन इन्होंने सब कुछ अच्छे से मैनेज कर लिया। और ये सब इसीलिए मुमकिन हो पाया क्योंकि इन्हें अपनी फैमिली का पूरा सपोर्ट मिला। जी हाँ, अपनी फैमिली के सपोर्ट के साथ इन्होंने हर चुनौती को पार करते हुए एक माँ, बेटी और पत्नी के रूप में अपनी सभी जिम्मेदारियां बखूबी निभाई। वहीं कार्यस्थल पर भी अपनी सारी ड्यूटीज अच्छे से पूरी की। दोस्तों, ये सब इनके लिए एक उपलब्धि जैसा ही है। तो ये कुछ खास बातें थी इनके बारे में। अब आइए हम सीधा इन्हीं से मिलते हैं और कॉर्पोरेट सेक्टर में इनके अनुभवों और ब्लॉगिंग के लिए इनके पैशन के बारे में और अधिक विस्तार से जानने के लिए सुनते हैं पूरी कहानी इनकी अपनी जुबानी।
My name is Abhrekha Jain Sahlot. I am a software engineer and working for a top multinational for over 17 years now. I am blessed with a beautiful family. I have an extremely supportive and understanding husband and 2 small boys, Nabhanyu and Daksh. So being a software professional, most of my work is in front of laptop, but I'm kind of unstoppable. So keeping myself busy and motivated is also one of my passions. So I do a lot of blogging. I do write articles on parenthood, mental wellness, etc. I also do a little bit of anchoring and love talking to people. And the biggest thing which I do is to spread happiness. So I talk and share my blessings with fellow women and try to keep everyone around me happy. I think that if you want to help somebody, you really don't need any platform. So it begins with even helping in your neighborhood. So if I have to begin with, or if I have to start, I do help all the people who come to me, who explain me their issues and all that. But having said this, I do address a lot of parenting and women forums, and by means of my articles and couple of my interviews, I try to share my best practices and help them in my best of my capacity to solve their issues. I take inspiration from everything which I see around. For example, अगर कोई चींटी भी ऊपर चढ़ रही है, वापस गिर रही है, बार बार चढ़ रही है, गिर रही है, या कोई बड़े पक्षी ने छोटे पक्षी को पकड़ लिया, तो किस तरह से जो रेजिलेंस है, किस तरह से वो छोटा पक्षी उससे उड़ जाता है। तो मुझे हर छोटी छोटी चीज़ से इंस्पिरेशन मिलती है, और मुझे लगता है वी हैव टू फर्स्ट ड्रीम बिफोर द ड्रीम्स एक्चुअली कम ट्रू. सो इंस्पिरेशन एज एम सेइंग इस वक्त तो मैं नेचर से, मेरे आसपास जो लोग हैं सभी से लेती हूँ, क्योंकि सभी लोग तकलीफ़ों में हैं, स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं, पर सबका अलग अलग तरीका है उसको फाइट करने का. सो वो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ा इंस्पिरेशन होता है. बट बचपन से मेरे पिताजी मेरे रोल मॉडल रहे हैं. वो कर्नल थे आर्मी में. सो जिस तरह से उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ जी, नॉट ओनली देश की सेवा करी, बट जैसे वो सबसे मिलते थे, सबसे हाथ मिलाते थे, गले मिलते थे, उन्होंने कभी भी छोटा बड़ा वगैरह नहीं करा. तो मैंने ये सब, उन्होंने कभी मुझे बोला नहीं, ये सब मैंने देख के सीखा. सो आई थिंक पेरेंट्स ही सबसे बड़े टीचर होते हैं, सबसे बड़ी इंस्पिरेशन होती है. तो मेरे माता पिता मेरी सबसे बड़ी इंस्पिरेशन है, बिकॉज उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छी लाइफ जी और मुझे भी बहुत अच्छे संस्कारों से बड़ा किया. देखिए, सभी के पास 24 घंटे होते हैं. एवरीवन हैज़ दीज 24 hours. इट ऑल डिपेंड्स दैट हाउ यू प्रायोरिटाइज योर वर्क. सो इफ यू पर्सनली आस्क मी, ईच वन टू देयर ओन, बट द वे आई डू इज दैट आई प्रायोरिटाइज थिंग्स, आई प्रोएक्टिवली प्लान. सो आई ट्राई टू प्लान माई डे accordingly, and sometimes obviously office becomes the priority, sometimes your personal commitments do. So I try to strike that work-life balance and focus on what is in my hand. So I take baby steps, I take one step at a time, one day at a time, and whatever best I can do, I do. So if I have to summarize how I do, it's obviously it requires a lot of patience, perseverance, a lot of sacrifices also to some extent, but the end of it, you need to see your long-term happiness, and definitely your commitment. So that is how I do. I was born in Udaipur only, so I'm a very proud Rajasthani Indian. But since father was in army, I was traveling all through India in my childhood. So the best part of being an army kid was that not only I learned a lot of hobbies, be it painting, singing, music, swimming, it was a lot of other skills life skills and social skills which I developed, like interacting with people, understanding their culture, and adjusting and adapting myself to whatever came my way. So I had a beautiful childhood. Across India I was traveling. I did my schooling, high school from Rajmata Krishna Kumari Girls Public School, Jodhpur. After that I did my engineering from Modi Lakshmangad. I got a gold medal there, and after that I was campus placed in a multinational, and I proudly continue to work there, and it's a beautiful journey I had. My role model, definitely to begin with, is my father. As I'm saying, he was in army, and he led a very beautiful life, a very disciplined life. So he played all his role beautifully, being a father, being a son, being a husband, and more so when I saw him, even being colonel, he was very humble, he was very down to earth, he was very fair with people, and even today he's physically gone, but his legacy and his goodwill is still, people still remember him, and I'm so proud that I carry his name and him in my heart. And people don't remember what clothes you wear or what jewelry you wear. They perhaps remember the way you treat them. So this beautiful thing which I learned from my father is that to treat everybody fairly and just be kind and compassionate with everyone, because everyone needs love. Few lines which always inspired me since my childhood are of Robert Frost. These 4 lines have always lifted me up whenever I thought that I'm done and it's not happening. So the lines are: woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. ये हौसला कैसे झुके, ये आरज़ू कैसे रुके, मंजिल मुश्किल तो क्या, धुंधला साहिल तो क्या, तन्हा ये दिल तो क्या हो, ये हौसला कैसे रुके, ये आरज़ू कैसे झुके. It's been 17 years that I'm working, and it's been 15 years that I'm married. So I won't say the journey was very easy, but I made it easy because I thought that I have to live. So whatever I had, so I still never postpone my happiness, thinking that if this will happen, I'll be happy. I stay in the moment, power of now. I live for every day. I celebrate every day, and I try to do the best in the whatever resources I have got. So I usually don't complain. So I won't say them that there were difficulties, but I think obviously it was challenging raising 2 children along with work and following my passions. But luckily I got supportive family, and also I was very vocal about what I wanted in my life. My vision was very clear. I made my family clear that the way they are important, so are my dreams, and I worked hard for it. So as I'm saying, you need to dream before your dreams actually come true, and you have to work hard for it. Will not happen overnight. No magic will happen. So that perseverance, that hard work really paid well, and I really feel accomplished that I may not be the best, but I did best of my capacity, be it taking care of my parents or raising my children beautifully or doing good job in office or following my passions. My achievements do include a lot of my articles in top magazines like Storyzen and the editor Saurabh Chawla, or being on cover page of Millisimal magazine where Sejal Agarwal helped me. So I think your vibe attracts your tribe. I was determined that I have to do something, and I worked hard for it. And during my journey, I met these beautiful people who supported me. And today, whatever I am, I'm full of gratitude because I have so beautiful friends and family, such supporting, professionally, personally. I'm always surrounded by good people, and I'm so overwhelmed with the love and happiness I get just every day. So I just want to thank on this platform for all the love, and I'm extremely thankful for this platform also to give me this opportunity. Each one to their own, and there is their own way of resilience or staying up to date. But if you ask me personally, being a corporate professional for last 17 years, one thing which is very important is that everybody should be able to upskill themselves and be at the level. You should not think that your education is finished. It's a continuous process. It's a complete journey. So continue upskilling yourself and trying to evolve, not only professionally but personally. Don't only work superficially on yourself or on outer attractiveness. Try to evolve yourself from within. So that is very, very important, that superficially you might look attractive, but then your inner attractiveness is what matters the most. So be a very kind, honest person for your work, for your own self, for the society. And if you're a good human being, everything will follow. There is nothing which I would like to change, because as I'm saying, I did have a challenging life. I did have my own set of ups and downs, and those are all experiences for me. So whatever I am today, if I'm able to relate, if I'm sensitive, or if I'm able to relate pains of other, or enjoy every life, or have this much gratitude, is because I've been through that journey. So not really I would like to change, but yes, if at all I had to, it would have been to spend more time with my father, with my family, click a lot of photographs, love him, hug him, because usually in our culture I always used to touch his feet and all that. So if I was if I could go back, I would really hug him and thank him for bringing me to this beautiful world and raising me so nicely. And so I would have spent more time with my father and clicked more photographs and sung a lot of songs with him. I honestly, I thought that I took him for granted, thinking, but it doesn't happen. So another tip here, I would just like to tell that not only your parents, your children, your spouse, your relatives, don't take them for granted. We don't know how much time we all have. So just be happy. So the message perhaps will be that whatever we do today makes our future. So start working towards it. Work really hard. Dream big. And there is no age of dreaming. There is nothing which we all can't do. Just tap in the resources, make a good network, build a good network, help people, and really work hard towards your dream. And I wish all the listeners a good life ahead. आप सभी सुनने वालों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आप लोगों के समय का, और सबसे ज़्यादा धन्यवाद वर्क मॉब का, जिन्होंने मुझे ये अपॉर्चुनिटी दी और इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म दिया. ये मेरी लाइफ का वन ऑफ द बेस्ट डेज है. सो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. आप सभी मंगल शुभकामनाएं, और आपका जीवन सबका सफल और अच्छा रहे. जय हिंद, जय भारत.
दोस्तों, आज हमने जाना एक सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर एंड ब्लॉगर अभ्रेखा जैन सहलोत के जीवन के अनुभवों एवं कार्यक्षेत्रों के बारे में. ऐसी ही प्रेरक कहानियाँ रोजाना सुनने के लिए हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें, बेल आइकन जरूर दबाएं. साथ ही कहानी को लाइक, कमेंट और शेयर करना ना भूलें. दोस्तों, अब आप भी बन जाइए भारत की प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिटी की आवाज़ और सुनाओ अपनी कहानी, बनाओ अपनी पहचान की इस मुहिम से जुड़कर अपने जीवन के अनुभवों, करियर यात्रा, अपने उत्पादों एवं सेवाओं के पीछे की वास्तविक कहानी से देशवासियों को प्रेरित करें और अपनी एक नई पहचान बनाएं। Tell your story, inspire and build your brand with the power of video. जय हिंद, जय भारत।